Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So this is going to be part 2 of doing the rear cut and fold. If you guys been following along, I already went ahead and I did the rear quarter panels. So if you haven't yet, go ahead and find that video. Anywho, we are going to go ahead and continue the cut and fold process. As you can see, I have quite a bit of rust, so I want to go ahead and eliminate that. But then I also want to go ahead and remove all of this. So I will be gaining about maybe an inch. Because obviously the goal is to put bigger tires along with a lift. So again, this is part 2. Let's go ahead and tackle this. If you could, do me a favor, subscribe, hit that thumbs up, leave me a comment below. Tell me what you think, what you want to see next. And let's go ahead and start the show. Oh yeah, I almost forgot before I start cutting. I'm going to go ahead and take this whole line off. I'm going to cut it straight off. And then from there, I'll start doing my lines. And then I'll just start bending everything in. Alright guys, so after you go ahead, remember, you cut the first lip off. You take a flap disc. And you're going to go ahead and just try it, as best as you can, of course. It doesn't have to be 100% perfect, but hit the edges with the flap disc. And then now what you're going to do is, I'm assuming you already went ahead and marked all the pinch seams. We're going to go ahead and cut up until this line, right? We're going to do lines straight down. And after you do the cuts in between the pinch seams, we're going to go ahead and grab a rubber mallet, which I have one, but it's not as heavy. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit it with a little sledgehammer that I have. I think it's like a 4-pounder, something like that. I'm going to start bending everything in. Okay, so I'll be right back as soon as I finish the cuts. All right, guys, so that's pretty much the final cut that I did. As you can see in the corners, I went ahead and I just cut a lot of little lines. In the straightaways, they weren't so close together, but like I said, right where it starts turning, just cut a whole bunch of lines. That should help you when you're hammering that section in. So let me go ahead and get a hammer and start bending them inward. All right, guys. So this is the finished product on the driver's side. Now the passenger side, which I will show you in a minute, didn't come out as good as I thought it was. I feel like I cut a little too high, so some of the lines you could see them. So I would have to hit it with some body filler, sand it down, and then spray it with got some Raptor liner out. I'm gonna spray it with anyways, but I want to cover those holes. And it also had more rust on the passenger side than on this side. This side actually is pretty good. It doesn't have any rust, honestly, on this body line the way that the passenger side does. All right, I'm not sure if you could tell, but there's rust. There's holes here, and that is something that I want to address as soon as possible. All right, guys. So I went ahead and I applied some Bondo. Now, keep in mind, I've never done any body work, so this is it's not gonna be perfect. It's not gonna be pretty. So again, I just so far I've just done one coat of Bondo. I've sanded it down a little bit, as you can see. So just taking my time, learning something new, So hope you guys are following along. I will update you guys in just a few more minutes. all these years of watching my father work, I've picked up a few things here and there. I've never really showed him that I learned anything until now. Now that I got kids of my own, got my own house, my own garage, you know, I wanna make him proud, show him what I learned. I went ahead and I hit it with the 80 grit. Took it all the way down to some parts, almost to the bare metal. The other parts, they feel pretty smooth. I like how it looks. Anywho, I'm gonna hit it with the body filler now. And then I'll sand it again. And then I'll spray some primer. And I'll paint it with the Raptor liner. I'll show you how that looks in just a few moments. I went ahead and I hit it with that body filler. I sanded everything down to where I think is best, or to my liking. You know, not perfect, pretty smooth. Alright, so what's left is I'm gonna hit it with some primer, and I'll probably go ahead and paint. I don't know if you can see, but I'll paint this whole quarter panel with that Raptor liner. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me just tape everything up and go ahead and start painting. All right, so before I go ahead and I apply the primer, I just went ahead real quick with the 80 grit sandpaper and I scuffed up the rear quarter panel. Obviously I did it on this side. Now I am gonna go ahead and paint up until here. So all of that will be painted. And I'll show you the other side real quick. Can't really tell, but yeah, that's pretty much the driver's side as well. I don't know if you can see the inside, but what I was trying to say or explain was I pretty much filled everything inside, so there should be no water going in, hopefully. But that's pretty much it. Let me go ahead and hit it with the primer real quick, and then I'll apply the Raptor liner, and I'll show you the end result. Quick little update. I went ahead and I sprayed the primer. There you have it right there. This is the passenger side. Just letting it dry. I might hit it again with a second coat. But just wanted to update you guys real quick before I go ahead and I apply the Raptor liner. If you guys can see that there. That's what I'm going to be applying today. Hopefully it all comes out good. You know, hopefully this was all worth it. All right, so after this, I'm gonna go ahead and spray the Raptor liner. I'll show you guys in just a few seconds how that turned out. Hey guys, so it's the following day after I went ahead and I painted the rear section of the Jeep with the Raptor liner. Just want you guys to see how it came out. Not sure if the camera can pick it up, but I definitely like how it looks, how it feels. Has like a sandpaper-ish type of texture. But yeah, overall, very satisfied with how it turned out. I am not a professional by any means, and like I said, I feel like it came out pretty good. Not sure if you can see in the inside, but yeah, I don't think the camera's gonna pick it up. But I coated everything inside. I I hit it with the Bondo, sanded everything down, hit it with some body filler, sanded that down as well, and then I hit it with some primer on top of that and painted it. So I feel like I said, it turned out pretty good. It exceeded my expectations. So yeah, that's pretty much the end result. of the whole cut and fold and the rear fenders and the rear quarter panel. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you haven't yet, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't yet. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.